Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 5 Judgment Day.
Mission list updated.
There's no other way to say it. Quiet's gone. She pulled her camo stunt and stowed away on a departing chopper. After pinpointing which she took, we figured out her destination. Afghanistan. Get after her. Only you can do this.
Boss, I told you this would happen. I wish I could say good riddance, but Quiet knows too much about us. We can't just leave her out there.
Well, it's not like she's gonna say
When she
anything.
first got here, one of these days we're gonna have to kill her. When the time comes, I'll pull the trigger. I'd say that time has come.
So, this is what I was talking about before when I said things in Act 2 just kind of happen. There's no build-up to this. This just happens. And it annoys me. But here's the first part. The first part is one of these, like, required side mission things. I skipped it because this is dumb. Yeah, I just fought everyone here and they all died. Just so we can get the main mission going on.
Yeah, it's entirely filler.
This mission, yeah.
Intel file obtained. Extraction arrived at development project has been.
I would also say this is the last real level in the game.
Yes.
Boss, we've gone over the prisoner transport log you found. Quiet was grabbed by the Soviets and moved to Lamar Khatte Palace. She's being held at Lamar Khatte Palace. Make your way there.
Again, boss, she's at Lamar Khatte Palace. He says that like so many times there. He said the same thing twice.
Blame them for wanting payback. Why did she just
I would also consider this the final boss of the game.
Time you knew. Quiet was carrying vocal cord parasites. The English strain, to be precise. The third English pair. Skullface was using her as a vector, an ace in the hole if his assassination plan failed. I knew it, but quietly chose not to speak.
Again, this seems like a lapse in Skullface's judgment.
Why?
Picking someone who's not going to speak English.
What do you mean?
Like, why go with Quiet?
Solid supplies requested.
I don't think he... What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean.
Why?
It's not like she didn't speak before this.
Still want to
You remember the first mission?
Supply
Yeah.
She was talking up a storm in that in English.
against the boss
But why not just use it there?
to stay here.
Because she... Remember when Ishmael threw the shit at her and, you know,
Not enough.
we gave her a light, she took the short way down. She needed to be repaired after that, you know?
Could not predict.
That's when Skullface infected her with the vocal cord parasites. Wolbachia.
Maybe.
So she wasn't infected with it, you know, when we fought her in Cyprus.
Can't let her go free. The vocal
It was
cord
after
parasites
that.
are the last of Skullface's legacy. It's up to us to erase it. Boss, the targets are Quiet and the English strange.
I think he made a bad judgment call, like of using Quiet.
That's what I mean. I feel like...
No, you said something completely different.
What did I say?
You said, like, why not just use it at the hospital? I'm saying he made a bad judgment call of, like, he didn't think that Quiet would, you know,
Defect.
would defect and, you know, be loyal to Snake at this point. This is also one of the most uncomfortable cutscenes in the game.
Yes, definitely, without a doubt. I actually cringe a lot watching this cutscene.
At least the first half. But I think it's important to have this first part be kind of dark and a little uncomfortable for the second half to be as good as it is.
Oh no, the second half is what makes me cringe.
Really? Why? This doesn't make you cringe?
Which again, I don't know why this would kill her.
It's no.
But then why is she fighting it?
Well, because she would still drown.
Yeah, but she drinks water.
Yeah, through her body, but not through her lungs.
Her lungs are fried. She don't need them.
She's still a human. We don't
Barely.
know. We don't know how the skulls work. See, the uncomfortableness, this is like the payoff to the first half, which is uncomfortable of like, was she raped? Or she was about to be raped, which is very uncomfortable, obviously. But just to see her like kick these guys' ass is very satisfying.
Again, it makes you wonder how Venom can, like, hold a candle to quiet.
What do you mean?
Like, what she's doing right now.
Well, that's the thing. They're both good at completely different things.
Yeah, but it seems like Quiet should be able to murder Big Boss with zero effort. Like,
Well, that's just how good Venom Snake is.
yeah.
She may be good at sniping and stabbing and, like, decrotching, as she's, again,
She's
demonstrating.
very good at decrotching.
But
Terrifyingly so.
But Venom Snake is good at, you know, making sure enemies don't see him, and, you know, CQC, obviously, so... They
Yeah, but
both...
CQC don't do good against a person who can teleport.
Well, you don't know that. Well, obviously it does. Although, obviously, if these guys wanted to, knock her out, they just would have used the same method that we did. Just drop a cardboard box on her head.
Yeah.
I do like if you replay Cloaked in Silence, which is her like intro mission on Extreme, you get to unlock the Sniper Wolf outfit.
Yeah.
I really like that outfit.
What's your opinion? I remember there was a theory going around that she, like, I don't know, was related to Sniper Wolf or something like
It's
that.
stupid. It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Just because... Well,
Because they're both women and snipers, yeah.
well, the same thing. They were like, this is the End's daughter. Just because they're snipers? No.
Although they were related somehow.
Kind of.
Like, the same parasites that she's infected with, the End were infected with. I think you have a testicle on your shoe.
Now this is actually kind of annoying in this because she gives you that,
Mm-hmm.
and it
but
actually
it's shit.
Yeah, it's shit, and it also swaps out for the one that you have currently.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to like swap back. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah. I forget, can you call in Pequod during this or no?
I've never tried it. So maybe you can. It would probably make this a little easier, but I've never done that. I always just fight them myself. So I like this mission. I think it's a good one. It's fun. The first time through, it's a nightmare,
Oh, without a doubt.
but I like it. What are your thoughts on this level?
It's alright. I mean, again, this game doesn't have difficult enemies. It doesn't have boss battles. You know, like, the closest thing to a boss battle is Quiet, Volgan, and the Skulls, which, you know, they aren't nearly as creative as any of the other bosses in any of the other Metal Gears.
But I was thinking about this when I was, like, S-ranking the Quiet missions. They don't work. Boss battles don't work in open world games.
They don't.
Quiet works because she's a sniper. You can do that with a sniper in an open world game, but bosses like Vulcan Raven, like, you know, a Metal Gear, Sahelanthropus works in this game, but you can't do, you know, you can't do the fear, you can't do...
Yeah, there is something you sacrifice when you do a open world versus linear game, like Metal Gear 4, any of the Metal Gears before this. And I'll admit that, and I do think the engine was designed to, you know, be more, I don't know, realistic, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah. What would you have done, though? If you could give this game a final boss, what would it be?
I always liked the idea of Big Boss versus Major Zero.
No, that doesn't work though.
But yeah, the
Zero
problem with
has
that,
never been.
Zero is not a badass. If you were to, I don't know, like, I always pictured like just Major Zero in a Metal Gear or
That could work.
in a mech suit or some shit, something to equal the playing field.
I was very
Like
married.
Lex Luthor and Superman, in
Yeah.
a sense.
I was very married to the idea before this game came out of like they're gonna end it with you know, Solid Snake coming in Outer Heaven.
I mean, that would be the perfect way to end it. Is you end it with an end credit scene, like the credits playing, and you play the first level of Metal Gear as Solid Snake,
Or as, you know, Snake, and you have to fight Solid Snake.
yeah, something like that. That would have been awesome.
That would have been a fitting like end confrontation. But I think there was, you know, it was planned that there was to be a final boss type thing, but obviously it got cut.
Of course. And we'll find that out, and eventually, maybe.
A couple videos from now.
Yeah, maybe a video or two. I mean, this is alright for what it's worth, but it's not the boss battle I would have wanted, and I never asked to just fight 10,000 tanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting.
Quiet constantly kept fucking dying on me in this.
I've never had her die.
Constantly she kept dying.
I think the easiest task in this entire game is finish this level without Quiet taking damage.
I don't know, they would never shoot at me, they'd always shoot at her.
Well, what do you do in this? Do you do what I'm doing?
Yes, exactly what you're doing.
Oh, because that's the best way to keep them from hitting her, is just never stop attacking them.
Yeah, they just would always ignore me.
That's weird. I'm really glad that there's no extreme version of this level, because that would be an absolute nightmare. Although there is something that this level does that I'm not a big fan of, and that's like occasionally they'll drop you in supplies, even when you just don't want them, and it costs a lot of GMP.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess because they're assuming that you're not calling in supplies on your own.
Yeah. Well, it's like the not Peace Walker. It's like the Zeke fight, and I guess Sahelanthropus as well.
Enemy in front.
I like the Zeke fight
Take him
though.
out.
Zeke is good. Zeke's a good end fight.
That was another disappointing thing. I was kind of hoping to see Zeke again.
Nah, Zeke's gone. At the bottom of the ocean floor, along with Chico and Paz.
And the nukes.
Well, Chico and Paz are also part of us.
Yeah, we got human bone and teeth.
Yeah, the doctor in the beginning says that there's like human like remains and bones in your body. I always assumed that to mean like it's just Chico and Paz, and maybe Morpho as well.
And Miller.
Yeah, maybe his arm and leg just
medic.
went in there. Yeah,
Definitely, you got a lot of the medic in
yeah.
there.
There's probably some medic in us.
Hold up, boss. You need to secure the area first.
This one's kind of annoying. This is not the rocket launcher that I would recommend. I don't know why I brought it. I think it's because it says it has the most, does the most damage, but it's not. It's like the GCM or something that does the most. It's the one that has like the 3 barrels and it shoots 3 missiles. That's the best rocket to use in this mission.
Yeah, because each missile is worth
a bunch.
Yeah.
It's very good, especially for this mission. And it'll pretty much take down every single thing in 1 to 2 hits. One usually.
So this done?
No.
I don't remember it being this long, jeez.
Yeah, it goes on for quite a while. If I look up and there's a helicopter, then we're kind
See, if they had thrown more than just tanks at you, I feel like this could have been a lot of fun. Like, if there was like, oh, here's a wave of soldiers coming, and like, you know, okay, 50 soldiers are running at you from all directions. Rather than, oh, hey, all the tanks are coming from one direction, stand in this general area and shoot rockets.
What about, like, here's a wave of tanks, here's a wave of, like, a helicopter, here's some skulls?
Yeah, that would have been great. I wouldn't have minded that. But it just feels like you're shooting the same things over and over again.
Have you ever done this without dying?
No.
This is, I think, the only truly hard part.
What, the helicopter?
Helicopter, yeah. Especially when you don't have something that locks on.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if you could call in, people.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's probably not a very good idea, though. Well, wait, what do you mean P-Quad?
Like, a fully upgraded P-Quad.
Why would you want to do that, though?
I don't know, like, shoot, because, you know, like, you can upgrade them with, like, rockets and anti-tank missiles and whatnot. I feel like he would make this area a lot easier.
I thought you meant maybe, like, a bombing run.
No.
Yeah, Quiet was taking quite a bit of damage there, and also, I don't know, I just died. It was because I went inside, I think.
Yeah, so they started shooting at her, probably.
But yeah, until I had to S-rank this mission, I'd never done it without dying, which is very difficult when you,
Yeah, because those tanks towards the end, I know, can one-hit kill you.
It's the tanks and the helicopter. What makes it a little bit more manageable is wearing the battle dress and also the bandana that you get once you develop it, because that, it absorbs some damage for some reason.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it limits the amount of damage you take, I think like 10%. I don't like that the Infinity Bandana restricts your rank to an A or below.
I mean, at least it's in the game.
Yeah. You can wear a tuxedo and the Infinite...
Well, you can wear a tuxedo in DLC.
Infinite ammo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just grateful that that stuff is in the game, because I remember, you know, Kojima being like, yeah, there's not going to be a cardboard box, and everyone going, what?
Well, no, that was Ground Zeroes. I don't think there was ever a plan for that in Phantom Pain.
You know,
I would like to see, like, the Definitive Edition came out. I'm not going to buy it because I already have both games. But it would have been cool if they could have patched, like, Ground Zeroes to play and have, like, the same weapons as in Phantom Pain.